Now, the U.S. has rejected an offer from Poland to send fighter jets to its Ramstein airbase to help fend off Russian forces. The White House says it was caught off guard by the proposal, while the Pentagon dismissed it as not tenable. On Thursday, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris is due to take part in talks in Warsaw on the Russian invasion. It comes amid renewed calls by Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky for help from the sky.
Listen, we have a war. We do not have time for all these signals. This is not ping pong. This is about human lives. We ask once again, solve it faster. Do not shift the responsibility. Send us planes.
Now, let me bring in Michal Baranowski, who is the director of the German Marshall Fund's Warsaw office. Thank you so much there for joining us here on Euronews tonight. And I want to start by asking you, what happened here exactly? Didn't the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken talk about this exchange between the Polish MiG-29s for U.S. F-16 planes? Why were they caught off guard?
It's a bit of a long story, but I'll try to make it pretty short. You are right that Secretary Blinken was talking about green lighting or allowing U.S. to fill the gap that would appear in Polish arsenal if Poland was to pass on the MiGs to Ukraine. But that statement by Secretary Blinken was seen in Warsaw as something not sufficiently consulted with the Polish government. In fact, Poland was feeling that it's being a little bit pushed to do it by itself rather than as an alliance. So instead of doing it by itself, Poland decided to pass the sort of hot potato to US and say, look, we, Poland, can offer the jets to you, and you can then take them to Ukraine. That's a bit of a diplomatic debacle, to be honest, because as you said, neither Poles were informed about Blinken's statement in advance, nor Americans were prepared for the Polish government statement last night.
Now, Kamala Harris is about to land there in Poland to continue talks. Do you think that there's a way that she might reach any kind of agreement for these planes to, in the end, be delivered to Ukraine?
President Zelensky clearly said that Ukraine needs Western help with monitoring its skies. So I very much hope we find a solution to this problem. But this solution cannot lie only in Warsaw or only in Washington. This decision will have to be made by alliance as a whole. And yes, Vice President Harris will be here in Warsaw. This diplomatic spat over MiG planes is slightly overshadowing this visit, because this visit really is about a bigger picture. It's about how we help Ukrainian people with humanitarian aid. Yes, how we help Ukraine militarily, but also what does US and the rest of the alliance how do we make sure that the alliance by itself, the Article 5 territory, is sufficiently well prepared for a potential or accidental attack from Russia? But yes, I think this issue can be moved back to Brussels and can be resolved.
Michal Baranowski, the director of the German Marshall Fund's Warsaw office, thank you so much for joining us here on Euronews tonight.